What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Burrow77. Let me fix this camera really quickly so we can read the full lineup. That's good enough. Yeah, whatever. Update the layout. Okay. Yeah. So, look, you guys all know how I feel about Argentina. Not a big fan. I think Canada has the ability to give them a game here. I really like Kyle Larin for a shot on target. It's plus 100 over on DraftKings. I think that's a really nice price for the Canadian striker. I do like a little bit of what Argentina's done here, getting ready for this Canada match. Enzo Fernandez in the lineup. He is definitely a nice talent. I like him for a shot on target at plus 125 over on FanDuel. Schaffelberg obviously had an incredible first half last game. The guy's hot. I'm down to keep feeding him. So Schaffelberg for a first half shot is plus 135 over on FanDuel. I like that number. And then I got to go back to my boy Alphonso Davies to take a shot in the first half at plus 200 on FanDuel. I also really like his full game shot at minus 140, though that is probably a parlay piece for me. I would like to play that as a single if I could get about minus 125. I think minus 140 is a lot of juice to lay on a straight bet, but I do think that has a ton of value. Again, Alphonso Davies plays left back for Byron, but has been a striker and a winger before. He takes all the free kicks too, and he's not super great at them. Burying a free kick into the wall is a cheap way to get a shot. So I like Davies to get a shot a lot at minus 140, maybe even enough to play it. There is a straight price. And I'm going to go ahead and take both teams to score. I know you guys aren't going to like it. I know that Argentina fans are going to tell me I'm crazy. And I really don't care. Both teams to score at plus 125 over on Caesars is a really nice number. I really like this Canadian team. I think they're good. I think Jesse Marsch has them tuned up and playing good football. And I know just listening to Jesse Marsch, I want to run through a wall for him. I'm pissed he's not the U.S. men's national team coach. So, yeah, I am definitely going to be playing that. Julian Alvarez starting where and for who? I see Di Maria in the lineup now. I don't see Julian Alvarez anywhere on any of the lineups I'm seeing. So if you have an official lineup, it says Alvarez is starting in the middle, and fuck me. God damn it, COPA. You really did try and give me the starting 11 in a reasonable hour, but then you went ahead and fucked it all up. So give me a second while I change this graphic, because this really does matter. This matters for what we're going to be talking about for the rest of the match. So this is going to make for some really boring television while I take screenshots and email myself. But hey, please bear with me while I get this right, because it is important to get it right instead of just talking out my ass here. So these are the actual starting lineups instead of the fake ones that they handed us at first. Give me a second while I get them sent over to myself, and I will update the graphic. But it doesn't change what I like as far as Canada goes. I still like them to score. I still like Laren for a shot on target at plus 100. There's, I still like Schaffelberg to take a shot here in the first half. So just give me a second while I finish updating this graphic so that we can have some more accurate information and we can talk about the match as a whole. I apologize. I have to minimize my broadcast window while I go mess around in Photoshop here. So please just bear with me as I get this finished, and we will move on from there. Hell of a game between France and Spain. First half went a lot how I thought the second half was going to go, and second half went a lot how I thought the first half was going to go. More goals than expected for sure, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Just not necessarily the match I was expecting overall. Electric Watch was very happy to get the final whistle there and see Spain advance. And I thought, there were a lot of good things from both squads there. I was surprised to see Deschamps kind of admit his mistake and take Rabiot off for Camavinga like he should have done to start the match. But, that's a conversation for a different time. I think you guys all know how I feel about that. Let me change this here. Yes, replace. All right. Now I have a more accurate Argentine starting 11 so that we can stick with this show. Olmo not shooting twice is definitely a little disappointing last match, but when you get the go-ahead goal, you don't really have to shoot again. Spain's intention was always to grind that clock out for the last 45 minutes, play the clock, not the man, advance. So that was kind of smart by them. Unfortunate for us as gamblers. And I'm not going to lie, I'm glad for anybody who hit Olmo, AGS, or shot on target. But that is clearly the most biased and corrupt scoring ruling I've seen since not giving KDB a shot on target in that Belgium game and crediting the keeper with a save. The fact of the matter is Olmo's original shot was definitely on target. It was blocked, and then another player redirected it into the goal. So the idea that is an Olmo goal is crooked as fuck. The fact that it's an Olmo goal and a shot on target, again, super fucking crooked. I want my Gakpo goal, and I want Mbappe to be credited with another goal, and I want a lot of these other own goals reversed if we're sticking with that was an Olmo goal. Because by the letter of the law, that ain't a fucking Danny Olmo goal, and we all know it. A goal to be scored in both halves. Any first half shots you like. McAllister, Alvarez, McAllister, minus 105 for some shots. So Greaves, lots of shit to unpack here. A goal scored in both halves. I don't hate it. Jesse Marsch is going to attack. He's going to press high. And this Canadian team can be vulnerable at the back when that happens. I think Bombito is shaped up to have himself a hell of a tournament. I think he's a really good young talent. And I think that a goal can be scored in both halves here. I'm not sure it will be. So that really depends on the price point. Any first half shots I like. I already went over Schaffelberg and Alphonso Davies. So those are my first two reads. McAllister or Alvarez. Alvarez is more forward and but probably has a shorter leash as he will likely come off second half for Lautaro Martinez, unless the reason Martinez isn't starting is because he's suspended for picking up yellows. So let me go ahead and look into that. No, Buchanan's the only guy out because of injury. No suspensions here. So yeah, I would expect to see Lautaro Martinez second half for Alvarez or for Messi. I just don't think Messi's very good or very in shape. McAllister minus 105 for a first half shot. It's not a bad look. I can get behind that with him playing out there on the left wing. I like Enzo Fernandez more, but that's just a personal opinion. Final score, I have him starting. ESPN, Alvarez starting. Davies shot minus 125 on Caesars for full game. I like that. Yeah, if that price is still available, I will I will probably be going in on that, Orchard. Great call on that yellow card. Thank you. No problem, Sean Fisher. Prime yellow card look in this game. Rodrigo De Paul, guy's a fucking scumbag and got carded in the first game versus Canada. He's probably picking up a card here again. Last game, he was rocking the braids too, and we all know how I feel about Rodrigo De Paul rocking the braids. That's major scumbag alert. This dude's picking up a booking for sure. Romero is also a good look for a booking. Dude's a hack. Bombito's probably a good look for a booking. Johnston might be a good look for a booking. Cornelius is probably a pretty good look for a booking because he's going to have to cover a bunch for Davies as he press forward. So there are some looks there on Canada, but I don't care what the number is on Rodrigo De Paul for a booking. If it's longer than plus 150, it's too long. Rodrigo De Paul is picking up a book tonight. Again, there's no such thing as a lock, but same thing as I said with Navas. Like, Rodrigo De Paul is a fucking scumbag hack. If you don't believe me, watch a single athletic game. Also think Canada scores dope. Look, I think Canada can get a draw here and take this to pens, to be honest with you. I would love to see it. I would love to see it for Canada. And anything that makes the U.S. Soccer Federation look like incompetent scumbags, I'm 100% here for it. Am I going to show the match? No, I definitely didn't buy the streaming rights from Fox. I would love to broadcast the match and talk. I could sit here and broadcast the match and talk about it way better than the fucking dickhead announcers on Fox. But unfortunately, I don't have the money to lease streaming rights from Fox. And I don't want to get shut down from YouTube. So no, I can't stream the match. Kamavinga not starting was moronic. Absolutely. You just brought trauma back for me. You got to play Devil's Advocate. Okay. If that shot was going in anyway by Omo, shouldn't he get credit for it? Only if the initial shot was going in and the deflection comes off of the guy who blocked it, not after it ping-pongs off the guy who blocked it out away from the goal into fucking Koundé's leg, and then Koundé puts it in the back of the net. That is, by the letter of the law, Josh, not what happens. Just so you know. And I'm telling you, that is somebody who's fucking had that conversation with Opta Joe several times. I'm just telling you, that is not how it gets scored in club season, because I've had that conversation. That is not the way shots on target market works. If that's how the shot on target market works, then they owe me a Darwin Nunez shot on target for the header that got blocked 3 yards outside of the fucking line by a defender last man back behind the keeper. They didn't give that one a shot on target either. Hey, yo, why Di Maria starting shot on target might be a gold mine. I can get behind a Di Maria shot on target. I also like him for an assist. You got to remember the thing with Di Maria is he's like 137 years old in soccer years. I know he played well out in Portugal this season, but the man's old as shit. I expect him to maybe get 60 to 65 minutes of run here if he's not subbing at half. 2-1 correct score. I don't hate that. I'm obviously pulling for Canada. I'm super biased. I fucking hate Argentina. I think you guys all got that impression from the first time we did this broadcast for this exact game. So, yeah, you guys know I'm biased. And you should bet with your head and not with your heart. And I'm by no means trying to talk people into betting Canada here. I just think that the market on Canadian players and Canada to do anything is incredibly undervalued here. This Argentina team isn't the team that won the World Cup. They're definitely not that good. And if we're being honest, that World Cup was shady as fuck too. Like, you hand Argentina 8 penalty kicks. The team's not that good. What it do, Darnie? Good to see you, brother. Thank you for tuning in. DePaul plus 300 on DK for a booking. Yeah, I like that. Rodrigo DePaul, total scumbag. Yeah, I like that a lot. Nye Capper. I think Davies just to take a shot full game at 186. So in American odds, that would be minus 124. That's playable. I would absolutely play that at minus 124. So I really like Davies shot on target full game. If you're getting in that minus 125, minus 130 neighborhood, I just think minus 140 is a little bit long, but it still has value as a parlay piece, in my opinion. Literally just need a free kick. Yeah, I mean, you need a free kick from a dangerous area, but yeah, that's what I'm banking on here is get a free kick in a dangerous area. And who's going to give up a free kick in a dangerous area? Oh, yeah, that fucking scumbag Rodrigo DePaul that I've been talking about the entire night. So, yeah, I like Fonzo to have a look from free kick in a dangerous area to get a shot. So, I like it. What up, Opes? Not getting that second Omo shot definitely hurt. Yeah, unfortunately, it just wasn't in the game script, especially second half there. It does sting. I was also a Nico Williams shot away from cashing a big-ass parlay. So I feel your pain. Again, Spain took one fucking shot the second half. And they probably weren't too happy with Yamal letting that one go, to be honest with you. They did a great job at possessing the football, looking dangerous in the final third, eating up some clock, and then backing it out and finding another rotation. So, yeah, it sucks, but I kind of knew at halftime that was going to be cooked, and the only thing that was going to be jumping off was going to be France stuff. So unless France got an early goal to level it 2-2, Spain was always just going to kind of sit on that lead. DePaul plus 400 on Bet365 to be booked. You're right, he is an asshole. Yeah, dude, guy's a scumbag and a hack. Like, he's beyond a hack because hacks... That's a legitimate way to play football. You defend tough. If you got press high, you got get back responsibilities. You know your man's not there. Sometimes you just have to fucking hack a dude to the ground and take a booking to make your team better, even though that is worse maybe for you and for your game for the rest of the way. Anything to save a goal. So when I call people hacks, that's not a diss or a dig on them. When I call you a fucking scumbag, that is a huge diss on you. Like, that means that you just generally play the game with an attitude that you want to fucking hurt somebody, and that's who Rodrigo DePaul is. Scumbag. Yeah, I'm not trying to lose money. I agree with you. And again, like, I'm not telling anybody to throw on Canada money line at 10-1. I just think that Canada is going to make this a much more competitive game than people think. And that I think that there's a lot of value on anybody on Canada to do anything. So yeah, if you can find any sort of offense out of Canada, chances are you're going to make money because every single person on the pitch for Canada is plus money for a shot on target, starting with your striker, Kyle Larin. So I think it's hard to overlook or understate the value on Canadian player props because sportsbooks don't expect Canada to do anything here. And I think Canada is a lot more dangerous than that. So that's kind of where I'm going to be at with the betting. Hear me out. Schaffelberg to score assist if he can get loose on that left side. Dude, Darney, I mean, I like it. Look, I think Canada scores here. I'm on both teams to score at plus 125. I like Canada to find the back of the net. I think Schaffelberg absolutely looked lethal in that last game. I think, I've been telling you guys, I'm the kind of guy who likes to ride with the hot foot. When you have success and you're building confidence, especially playing under a new manager like Canada is for Jesse Marsch, I have a tendency to believe that the hot stay hot. So I definitely don't hate getting involved in a little Schaffelberg to score assist action. And I really don't hate it on FanDuel either because I think they're going to be trying to get him the ball. And Argentina could give up a penalty here. And even if David scores the penalty, if you bet on FanDuel with their soft assist market, if Schaffelberg's able to draw it, that's an assist. So I definitely like that look for sure. So I can get behind Schaffelberg to score or assist. Just took plus 350 on my offshore. Yeah, I mean, I think the offshore number is perfectly fine there at plus 350, plus 400. I'm not going to turn my nose down at over 50 cents on the dollar. I told you guys that if I was handicapping, look, I know that DePaul could potentially miss the final. I don't know. I think they wiped cards for this round too. So if he's not even on a yellow, then there's no reason for him not to pick up a yellow here, especially if it helps the team out, because I do think Canada is going to get behind here. And if he has to commit a foul to prevent a breakaway goal, Rodrigo de Paul is going to do it. He's also a scumbag who plays for Simeone, who, again, is very versed in the dark arts of football, and that's what Atleti's known for, is being walking scumbags. Gunnar Jacob, what it do? Good to see you. What do you think of Schaffelberg shot on target at plus 2.8? So that's 380 for us in America. Looks pretty good, to be honest. Surprised me against Venezuela. Yeah, I mean, I can 100% get behind a Schaffelberg shot on target here, Nycapper. Again, I would just caution you, don't overextend yourself and don't overcommit to Canada by taking everybody in their lineup. But yeah, I think that Canada is criminally undervalued here. I think that they're going to have some success versus Argentina. I think they're going to press forward. I think that even if they're down 2 or 3 goals because of mistakes at the back, that's just who Jesse Marsch is. We watched him at RB Leipzig. We watched him at Leeds. Jesse Marsch doesn't know anything except for his system, which is press high, cut the ball out, get a cheap turnover in your opponent's final third, and press the living shit out of them and go for goal every single possession you have the football. So I like Jesse Marsch's system. I think it makes for exciting football, and I think it means that Larin, David, Schaffelberg, Davies especially are incredibly underrated here for shots on target. So that's just my opinion. And I think that Canada is loaded up on the correct side to have more success here. I think that attacking Messi, Rodrigo de Paul, Demira, Romero, who's another fucking hack, I think that side is the much inferior side for Argentina. And that's where all of Canada's talent's loaded up at. Going down that left-hand side is going to be the way easier wing to attack anyway, in my opinion. So get Davies the rock and let him fucking cook. DePaul giving it for sure. Yeah, look, dude, I hate Rodrigo DePaul. You see the Madrid flag. You know I hate Atleti. I hate Diego Simeone. So, yeah, I mean, look, I'll cook on Rodrigo DePaul any day of the week. Quiyuk, good to see you, man. Appreciate you for tuning in. Oats, I can't find the DePaul card on DraftKings, or isn't it available in Illinois? It used to be available in Illinois. I don't think onshores are offering bookings in Illinois anymore. To be 100% honest, I can't be 100% positive. I haven't gambled in Illinois in like over a year. And I moved to Michigan a little while back. So I'm not sure if they changed the rules and regulations in Illinois. So I can't 100% speak on that. But the friends of mine I have from Illinois have also had trouble finding cards markets. So again, can't 100% confirm, but I have a strong suspicion that Illinois does not offer cards markets anymore. So apologies there. Messi to score or assist, if you want. I don't know. Is there even value in that play? Let's take a look. I mean, you're asking the wrong guy. You should chat should probably be the one answering this question, not me, because I fucking hate Messi. He's a dirty, lying, rotten piece of shit cheater who shouldn't be. Oh, God, he completely ruined the MLS. And if you think I'm laying minus 200 or longer for somebody to score or assist, you probably haven't been watching my content that long. I wouldn't even think about putting this in a parlay. It is that atrocious. There's no way you're finding me betting somebody for a goal scorer contribution at minus 200. That's just not how I operate. To me, there is below no value there. That's negative value. You're just donating to the sports book. Can he do it? Sure. Again, it's Messi. It wouldn't surprise me if they awarded 3 penalty kicks to Argentina and tried to get him the golden boot with Lautaro Martinez not starting. Again, I hate Messi, and I feel like that is just the biggest ripoff of a number you could ever get is a goal contribution for minus 200. So I'm out on that, Mick Williams, and that's nothing against you personally. I'm biased. I hate Messi. I hate Argentina. But I think from a gambling perspective, getting a goal contribution at minus 200 is just throwing your money in the garbage. My 2 cents. Anyway, I did just look too, because I know I spent a lot of time talking about how giving a Argentine ref to Brazil last game was a crime against football. And I'm really glad that I said all of that before the match started, so people can't be like, well, you're just complaining about the ref because you like Brazil and they didn't win. No, I was 135% correct on the fact that Argentine ref gave almost 3-1 fouls to Brazil for the same shit Uruguay was doing. We have a Chilean ref in this game. Again, Chile is kind of the number 4 big team in this tournament, so there might be some bias against Argentina here, and I'm not going to get my panties in a bunch over that. And I'll take any favorable calls that they want to give Canada, but just know that the ref is Chilean. They didn't give us any shady shit by putting an Argentine ref in charge of this game. So that is at least a step in the right direction for Copa America. Darney is a Leeds fan. Trust him when he says this. Jesse Marsh teams are all gas, no brakes. They are running for sure. It's going to be awesome. I love watching Jesse Marsh ball. I love the way he inspires his team and gets his team to play for him. I thought he did a great job at Leeds. I thought he had way too short of a leash over there. I thought he did a great job at RB Leipzig too, and managed to tie PSG in UCL when they still had Nkoku, and I think they gave him a way too short of a leash at RB Leipzig as well. They fired him, and RB Leipzig still can't win a fucking road game. So it turns out it wasn't Jesse's fault that they were poor in Bundesliga. You just have to learn how to win games on the road, RB Leipzig. It looks like FanDuel is finally allowing you to do same game parlays on multiple players to score or assist. That's good information to have. Despite that information, I'm still not laying minus 240 on Messi to score or assist in any parlay whatsoever. FanDuel boost for Messi, 2 shots on target plus 100. I mean, sure, if you want to go there, go ahead. Look, I'm not an EV guy. I'm not the guy who's going to tell you how much value that has versus all the other sport books out there. I can tell you it's listed at minus 170 off the bat. It looks like a pretty good boost. I'll double check DraftKings because that's the other sports book I have open. And I just don't feel like searching for Messi 2 shots on target. It's minus 125 as a straight bet on DraftKings unboosted. Sounds like pretty shit EV to me, but what do I know? I'm not going to do the actual math on it. But yeah, I don't know if that's good EV. There's 900 EV accounts on Twitter. So I would just double check with them. If it's plus EV, play it. If it not, I wouldn't play it for anything other than EV value. Again, I'm biased. I don't like Messi. Can he get 2 shots on target? Sure. Is plus 100 a good number? From what I'm seeing on DraftKings, maybe. But that's a question for an EV guy, not for me. And again, no disrespect. EV guys are great. I have 3 in my phone who I ask repeatedly to make sure things are plus EV. I'm not the guy that's going to do those calculations for you here live on stream. I just want Canada to win, so it sets death into our terrible U.S. Soccer Federation. Imagine the scenes. It would be great. I would love a Canada outright win in 90 minutes, too. I mean, you're not going to get any pushback from me here, Travis. I've talked pretty ad nauseum about how much I like Canada and hate Argentina. Only playable Messi goal is bet 365, boosted to plus 175. Yeah, I mean, look, if it's plus EV and it's boosted, go ahead and go for it. I'm not going to try and talk you out of it. Again, they could try and just hand this golden boot to Messi here. Like, that could be the game plan. Try and get him to run it up. I think he's a little washed, to be honest with you, and unless they give him a bunch of PKs, he's not going to do it. So, yeah, I mean, but 1 goal from open play or to get a PK isn't bad. I just wouldn't be throwing money on his hat trick or anything like that. Take him to get an assist. Canada marked 2 men on him, so he'll drive the ball down and pass. That's probably the more accurate assessment of how Messi is going to be used in this game. We all know he doesn't fucking run neither, so it's not like he's getting out on a counter, which is really kind of how you have to beat this Canadian men's national team. So, yeah, also Messi takes every fucking set piece, every single corner, every single free kick. I'm with Bird here, who is a huge Messi fan. I am much more in on Messi to assist than to score a goal. That's just my personal opinion. Messi sucks, also has looked terrible in COPA, doesn't have a hamstring problem or conditioning. Look, I'm not going to sit here and make excuses for Messi. I'm just going to revel in the fact that he looks like trash because I hate him. He probably does. He's old. Argentina prices are very overrated overall. Don't hate them like you. I'm actually a Messi stan, but no value at all on anything Argentina related. Maybe some shot on target for Enzo or McAllister, but beyond that, I'm out on everything Argentina related. That's kind of where I'm at with it. Again, I 100% tell you guys my bias up front, and then I handicap the sport like a professional. I don't like Argentina, and that makes me want to shy away from putting money with Argentina. Also, the prices are trash, exactly like Night Capper is saying. But yeah, he hit the nail on the head. He picked out one of the 2 guys that I really like here for Argentina, and actually two of the guys that I think have value. We found both of them. I think Enzo Fernandez for a shot on target in America, plus 125, wherever you're at, Nightcapper. Also, by the way, shout out for tuning in from wherever you're at overseas, or at least using a sports book with the rest of the world's odds. So 2.25 for me on Enzo Fernandez to hit the rectangle. Yeah, I'm taking that. Like, I think Enzo Fernandez is got a lot of talent. I think he's in the starting 11. I think he likes to shoot here, and I think he likes to shoot early and often because he's probably going to be on a short leash for a rotation around the 65th minute. So I think Fernandez for a shot in the first half, or a shot on target in the first half, or a shot on target full game are all within playing numbers here. And same thing with McAllister. I think McAllister has value as well, especially out there on the left wing where he can create and push forward and get into space. So that's where I'm at. I'm going to let you guys know I got about 4 minutes left here before I wrap it up. Might like Julian goal, but let's take a quick look at what Alvarez is to score here, because I also don't hate Alvarez anything, because he's not getting the run he deserves. He's begging to be allowed to play in the Olympics, and he's not getting the green light. So yeah, Alvarez is going to try and maximize all the tick he can while he's on the pitch. And plus 160, so plus 2.6. I think that's a pretty good number. At least that's what I'm seeing on my end. So depending on what your book is offering you, Julian Alvarez at 2.6 or plus 160 in America, I think it's a decent look. Over 4.5 cards at minus 112. I do kind of like that. I don't have a ton of COPA booking stats in front of me. I know that they've been light because they've really been letting the physical play ratchet up here. And again, not to toot my own horn, but that Argentine ref completely lost all control of that Brazil-Uruguay game by not handing out cards for blatant fouls early enough. And it resulted in a player getting a terrible red and a tackle that probably it was atrocious. It was a scumbag tackle. He's saying his foot went off the ball, whatever. Getting the ball first no longer means that you have the right to just clear people the fuck out on your follow through. It's not the 90s anymore. The game has evolved. And that's something we need to get out of the game. So yeah, I think over 4.5 cards here probably has value. I do think that this is going to be a pretty contentious matchup, but cards all comes down to the referee more than it does the players, because again, just go watch that Uruguay-Brazil game. I told you that ref was going to be garbage all game, and he was. But 365 has Messi for a goal boosted to plus 175. Already kind of covered on that. As you always said, shots and goals aren't as easy as it seems, unless on this tournament, for instance. So 2+ shot on target at minus money doesn't really look like too much value. Couldn't agree more, especially for guys of this caliber and level of talent. If you're putting 2 shots on frame, you got to be in the back of the net with one of them. Like, that's just a fact. You have to be clinical enough to finish. If you're getting 2 shots on frame inside the 18-yard box, you better be finishing one of them. Otherwise, you're really not worth your salt as a footballer, in my opinion. What's going on? Good to see you. Sorry if I missed it. Argentina first half money line, minus 115. What do you think? I think that is probably a good play for you. And I think that's a really good play for the Kicks and Picks podcast. I think that you tuned in to get under my skin with this. I want to draw here first half. I would love a 0-0 first half for Canada. I want Canada to win this game. I hate Argentina, so I'm biased, but from a picks perspective, that's probably pretty good in where I'd go. If I had to put money on a first half money line, you're right. It would probably be Argentina, but nobody's got a gun to my head and nobody's making me bet Argentina, so I'm not gonna. Following from Colombia for a long time, always appreciate and learn stuff from your point of view, disregarding the Messi hate. Awesome, man. I really appreciate it. Shout out Colombia. I know I've been saying James Rodriguez has been playing like an absolute stud. I like Luis Diaz a lot. I have a funny story for a different time, but I actually go to a Colombian barber who doesn't speak a ton of English, but he's a Real Madrid fan. So he was like, yo, you got to show me kind of what haircut you want on your phone. And I just asked him who he was a fan of for soccer. He said Madrid. I pointed at my head and went, Toni Kroos. And he goes, Toni Kroos. And he gave me probably a top 5 lineup I've ever had in my entire life. So love it. Shout out to the Colombians out there. Appreciate you for tuning in, Nightcapper. Thinking this game is going to be very physical. Yeah, Sean, I think this is going to be a bloodbath of a game. I got to get ready to wrap it up here. So very much appreciate you tuning in, guys. My pro candidate dart I'm throwing is David and Laren shot on target plus Davies shot plus 500. I absolutely love that, Darnie. I appreciate you. I will see you in the Discord where I will be continuing to talk about this match for the rest of the night. Luckily, we got lineups pretty early, so I have most of my bet card filled out for Discord already. Again, if I had to make a single play in this game, my 2 favorite picks for the entire game are Laren shot on target at even money or better, and Rodrigo De Paul to get booked. So those are my 2 best looks, 1 player prop from each team. I like both teams to score here. I think Canada has a chance, but again, I'm biased. I think the Argentines probably win here. But a man can dream, right? That's why I'm doing this, is because a man can dream. I think Cesspoo saves is a great look here, if you can get involved in that market at all. But I digress. Appreciate you guys all for tuning in. I really got to cut this off so that I can get out of here. Please be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube. It costs you absolutely nothing, and it helps me tremendously. So if you like this sort of content and you want to see more of this during club season, which I fully intend on bringing you guys, please be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube. It is one of the best metrics I have for measuring how popular this stuff is and helping me get more paid gigs working on soccer. So it's a massive help to me. If you like this sort of stuff and you want to chop it up about sports all day long, join the Discord, $15 a month, link right here in the video description. I give a 3-day free trial as well. So if you want to try it out for 72 hours before you buy, that is the default option. So check it out. Otherwise, I also have merch, Baroques, hats, shirts, sweatpants, sweat shorts, tank tops, 3/4 tees, anything you need, that's at tftdrip.com. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And I will catch you all tomorrow, right around 2:10, 2:15 to talk England versus Netherlands. That's all I got for you guys. I'm Oaks, and I'm out. Doses. Vamos Canada. Forza Canada.